All right, we are live, Believe Nation. Happy Monday. We are back. It's happening. We got Drew Hitchcock in the house.
Yo.
And we are ready to do some Minecrafting while answering your questions. Oleg is here early. I like it. I like it. Let's go here. Let's get ready. Let's get into game. Got a lot of stuff going on here. Do we need to? Let's get a tab open in case I need to look something up. Have you been to Gibraltar? Have we talked about Gibraltar yet, Drew?
Gibraltar?
No, I guess we haven't.
Not that I'm aware of.
I'm considering Gibraltar in January to March.
Wasn't it? What did we talked about like Peru or something last time?
Yeah, but Gibraltar, and Cayman Islands are the two that I'm heavily considering.
You're heavily considering.
Yeah. I got to keep an eye on how the COVID rates are going, but
Why? So from January to February.
mid-January to mid-March, so 2 months.
Mid-January.
Yeah.
March.
Ashish in the house. Okay, Oleg. Let's start Oleg. So I passed the first level with my video game tester application, and I had to go through the next phase where I record videos lasting 45 seconds max. All right, that's cool. To respond to each answer. I like it. It's good practice. I wasn't really prepared for the questions. Like, what do you know about our company? Why do you want to work here? Why should we hire you? So I just said what comes to mind. Now 72 hours since then. I'll wait for the response. All right. So yeah, that's a good start. But next time you want to put a little more research into it. Those are common questions you'll get asked at any job, but especially if you know that you have to make a video response, you have time to actually think about what you're gonna say. So next time, think about what you're gonna say, or bring it here. We could workshop it with you. Happy Monday, Ashish. Happy Monday, man. We are back at it. We are looking for ancient debris. We are Minecrafting. I got 126 pieces of ancient debris.
What?
And it turned into like 3 netherite blocks. It was so sad.
Are you trying to make a netherite beacon?
No. I just need it for decoration in my base.
Oh.
Yeah, Hayden's like, what? This is crazy. But I don't have anything else that I really need to do. There's no block that I need. There's no achievement I really need. So I was like, okay, well, let's go get some netherite to flex with.
Some hard flexing.
The netherite flex. That's it. Posh Notions in the house. Hey, Posh. Happy Monday. Oh, look, we just found some netherite. We take that. Or ancient debris.
I now have I now have a laboratory.
You have a what?
A laboratory.
I don't know what that means.
Basically, I built a base under my base.
Okay.
And I have a bunch of brewing stands that are set up to do auto brewing.
Oh, I didn't know you could do auto brewing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I could have used that when I was doing my ocean monument. Most of the potions are useless, though. What are you doing potions for? Or just to have it?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah. The only thing that was
fire resistance, night vision.
What? You have a piglin farm. You don't need fire resistance.
What does a piglin farm have to do with fire resistance?
They trade fire resistance potions.
But I mean, they're easy enough to brew.
Oh, okay. Well, I have unlimited fire. Like fire, I'm throwing away. I'm literally throwing it away at my piglin farm. Fire resistance.
But you still have to give them gold in order to do it.
Yeah, but you get tons of gold. I'm throwing away gold too. The thing, like none of these blocks actually mean anything anymore. Okay, hold on. Posh, how's the mouth feeling? We need the update. How was the weekend? How's the mouth feeling? Are we feeling better? Are we feeling worse? What's our level at? Oleg, hey, I just came in. Hello. Oleg, I answered your question already. You got to go back. Watch the replay. Actually, you don't need to watch the replay. You can just rewind on this video.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is... Oh, she was on. Didn't notice.
She's been on for a little while now.
No, it's Hayden's cousin. Posh. You know what's going to be cool? Explaining to people in 5 years from now why I'm called Posh. I like it. Let's go, Posh. Let's go. How's the pain feeling? Where are we at? Here we go. Much, much better. Thank you. Eating cereal. All right, we're off the soup. Looking for a surgeon so it doesn't get that bad again. The surgeon prevents it from getting bad.
I mean, it sounds like she's gonna get like tooth surgery.
Oh, I see. Okay, so the which one? The full-on one? She explained it to us, and I forgot already. There was difference. There was difference. The retainer is what your brother had, but then she doesn't need that. She needs but she didn't have enough of a dental structure to have the full one. So what do you? I don't remember.
Yep.
I apologize, Posh. I don't remember the full story. I remember you said you don't have enough of the structure to get the full one, but I don't remember what the solution was. What's the solution? If I get my teeth pulled, yes. Trying to, got to figure out timing. Okay, so you need to get your teeth pulled, and then what? What do they put in? Dentures? Is that what it is? Dentures? Dentures is like the whole. Dentures is the whole mouth, right?
Typically, yeah.
And so when you take it out, there's no teeth, right? And then you put in entire teeth, but overnight you soak it or whatever, right?
Yeah, typically.
So is that what you need to do, Posh? You need to get dentures? Whoa! Holy cow! I can't believe it didn't burn me. So you need to get everything pulled out, and then is that the plan? Trying to gotta find out. Oh no, okay, sorry, I think that was the last question. Because then you just need somebody to pull out the teeth, but not to. Dentures aren't a surgeon, right? You're that's right. I don't think you need a surgeon for dentures.
Well,
you need someone to pull out the teeth.
Yeah.
But I don't think extraction is that difficult. It's okay. Okay, here we go. It's okay. They might say something different at the new surgeon. The old one was doing major reconstructive surgery, and yes, possible dentures unless they have a better option. So what kind of, if they're pulling the teeth out, what kind of reconstructive surgery do you need? Pulling the teeth isn't that complicated. And the dentures, if that's not a surgeon, then I'm missing a piece here. So Gibraltar or Cayman Islands are the two right now. Have you been to the Cayman Islands, Drew?
So countries I have visited, I have not been to the Cayman Islands.
Okay.
Mainly I've been to a couple places in Mexico. As far as like Americas
Japan.
go.
What? As far as what? Americas?
Yeah, like South America, North America.
Oh.
Like the Americas.
Okay. Uh-huh.
As far as those go, like Vancouver's the only place in Canada that we've been.
Wow.
And then
Shout out to Toronto.
it's on the list, dude.
Shout out to Toronto.
And then
When we do our Movement Makers 1K days, you can come and lead a session.
there you go.
Movement Makers 1K days. I don't know when to I don't know when I feel comfortable doing that.
I mean, it really just depends on like when the governments get their crap together.
Yeah, traveling. Also, just I don't know. You guys don't really. So Mark's at an event right now,
Yeah.
and like nobody's wearing masks, and I don't know. It just feels like it's just a different level of I don't know, fear.
Openness.
What?
Openness.
Or just like it's not not that it's not a thing, but it's like a bunch of people already got it. Yeah, it's okay. You know, whatever. I don't know. It feels very weird. Being Canadian, this feels very weird.
I mean, I don't know what else to say.
Yeah.
We have a I don't know. I feel like a lot of people are just like fed up and they're just like ready to be done with the conversation, to be quite honest.
Yeah. So he's at this event. He's the only one wearing a mask besides the staff. The staff are all wearing masks. The guests, nobody's wearing a masks.
Yep.
And they're like, okay, whatever. They take your temperature. The only thing was temperature on the way in.
Yeah, sounds right. Yeah, because
that sounds
like,
very scary to me. But
I mean,
it's different levels of things.
Yeah, I mean, like that. Honestly, like that was kind of how Garrett's event back in what it was like April. Yeah, it was tax day, April 15th. That's basically how that turned out.
All right. Well, I don't know. I guess. Is that the one that you got it COVID at, or no? That was the next one.
No. That was Seattle.
That wasn't even an event. That was just.
And honestly, Seattle. Yeah, that was even more ironic, only because Seattle's like was way more everybody. Well, it was more mask wearing throughout the city, but less mask wearing at things like farmers markets and that kind of thing. But people were still like, I would say it was like 50-50 as opposed to just blatant no mask whatsoever. So
I don't know. It looks scary, but just compared to what I've been living in and used to,
yeah.
So anyway, okay, what did I miss? Posh, they need to remove the bone so the dentures fit correctly. Oh, like cheekbone or what? Not just teeth bones. What other bones are they removing? Sorry, I don't know anything about dentures. So we're getting an education alongside you here. Or at least I'm getting an education. Maybe Drew knows all this stuff. So yeah, apparently the thing is that I didn't know how to just stop recording and go back to the menu. So I just sent it the way it is. I just wanted to try out how it looks. Anyway, let's believe. Oh, you didn't get to upload your own video? You had to do it on the spot? I guess that's a little different. I thought you could upload a video to their site. This one? 1, 2? Yeah, 1, 2. Okay. Usyk defeated Joshua. Oh, I saw a little bit of the highlights on YouTube. It was the number 4 or 5 trending video, and I thought of you, Oleg. I thought of you, man. I saw it there, and like that would normally be the video that I would 100% skip over and ask, why is this being recommended to me? Legit. But then I saw it, like, you know what? Hey, this is what Oleg was talking about. And the guy was from the Ukraine, right? I didn't watch. I watched the first it's a 14-minute highlight video. I think I watched the first 2 minutes. There weren't really many highlights. I don't know. I don't know how the rest of the fight played out. But boxing also doesn't do it for me. So I'm sure, what was an actual highlight. I don't have a trained eye to know what was cool or not.
Good versus, yeah.
Yeah, like, oh, he blocked that punch, or I don't know. I can't even. There's so many things that experienced people know what they're looking at, and the novice has no idea. So anyway, I did think of you this morning. As I saw that highlight come up, and I gave you 2 minutes of my attention. So that's pretty good. I don't watch most videos for 2 minutes if I don't want to. Zan told that Joshua will beat him. Is Zan a boxing expert? I don't know. Maybe he is.
I mean, he's more sport savvy than us, I believe.
It depends on the sport.
You can hold your own.
It depends on the sport. Boxing, yeah, for sure. Other sports, it depends what we're talking about here.
Probably not hockey.
Hockey, I don't know much in, but I could
really?
just by the fact that I'm Canadian.
I was gonna say
get a couple of bonus points.
The advantage.
Yeah, but I don't follow. But if we had hockey trivia, I should be able to do something. Baseball, I could probably do some damage in. Baseball, I followed for a long time, so I could do some damage there. But that's probably about it. Yeah, maybe some obscure references to Italian soccer or something. But anyway, how do you know if renting an apartment and living on your own is a good option for you in the moment? Well, first I'd figure out, do you have, if you're still applying for jobs and you don't have a stable source of income coming in, I wouldn't be renting yet, right? If you don't have money coming in, don't think about spending money, right? So if you get a stable job and you know it's paying the bills, and you know it's time to move out, I would explore with it. But the way to start, you don't have to go usually, at least in North America, when you're renting, you're locking yourself in for
Year.
yeah, for a full year, and it's one, expensive. You got to come up with your first and last month right away, and two, who knows if you're gonna like it or not. So what I would do is just find some way to test it. I love small starts. So what's a small way to test it? Like how could you go somewhere for a week? Like just get out of the house for a week and see how it feels. Like rent an Airbnb for a week and see how it feels. Just to be on your own. But job number one for me would be having some stable income coming in, because the last thing you want to do is be stuck with having to pay a year's worth of rent and you only have 2 months worth of income, right? That's kind of a big problem. And then if you really want to try it, then use that as an incentive to go find your job, right? I mean, you've been looking for the past little while of finding a job, and it's been not the highest of priorities, right? But if that's your goal, it's like, I want to be able to move out, then use that as an incentive to go hustle and go find an actual job that can support that. Posh, hence the reason I haven't been anywhere except the doctor, and I head to the hospital to get my bones and spine checked tomorrow. So they have to pull out. Okay, what else she says? I'm just a weird nut. My mouth is tiny, and bone in the roof of my mouth needs to be shaved down. Okay. So bones in the roof of your mouth. Okay, so yeah, how much does something like that cost?
No idea.
Sounds expensive.
It does sound expensive. I mean, that's like full reconstructive surgery from the sound of it.
Considering they charged me $80,000 for one night. Denver. Actually, it wasn't Denver, just outside. Colorado, though. That's crazy. So much lava. So are you... Oh, there it is, 718. Are you doing anything besides fire resistance potions?
Oh, I'm doing the roller coaster right now.
Oh, okay. Oh, what? Holy cow. He's doing it, ladies and gentlemen. It's finally happening. Ashish, how can... Huh?
Oh, go ahead.
Ashish asking a question. How can we be good at managing our staff and employees? So, job number one is caring about them as humans more than you care about them winning with you. So, it's thinking about, what do these people care about? What are their goals? Your job needs to be to level them up because they're working at you. So the more time they spend around you, the more they're improving their skills, and you know what they want, and you're helping them get it. So I like to say the worst thing you can do is tell me your goal, and it's actually a good thing, but because I start thinking about how can I help you accomplish your goal, even if it has nothing to do with my company. So that becomes your job, is to treat them like people, not monkeys and robots, right? They're here to help, and you have to know that their job is to take some of the work off your plate, but that's not their only job, right? So actually caring about them as people, because when they feel like you care about them, you just get more, right? If they feel like they're just making a paycheck, which is most jobs, because the boss doesn't care. If they feel that, then you get their brains, but what you really want is their heart and soul. And you'll get their heart and soul when they actually feel like you care about them and you're doing something together, right? So that's the most important thing, is that they feel like you care about them. After that, then you need to make sure you're spending time with them, and there's clear objectives for what you're trying to accomplish. And putting people in the right role. So some people on my team are very creative and suck at details, you know, and some people are the opposite, are very detail oriented and suck at being creative. And so it's about putting the right person in the right role so that you don't have the person who, you know, hates marketing in charge of marketing. Like they'll do it because they love you and they love the mission and what you're all about, but you're never going to get the best of them. But that's what most people focus on, is just job description, job fit, following through. More important than any of that is to get their heart and their soul by caring about them as humans and helping them accomplish their big goals in life. Oleg, yes, it's like you press done and go to the next question. Ah, okay. Well, listen, that's good practice, because those questions that they asked you are the most basic of basic questions in a job interview. Like if you were to look up job interview questions, why do you want to work here? Why should we hire you? These are like the most basic questions. So it's good that you had some practice to do it, but the next one, whether this job works out or not, the next company that you go and you work with or you interview for, you need to have those answers ready before you even step into the room. Like just assume they're going to ask you those questions, right? Yeah, those are very basic interview questions. So it's good. You got it. It kind of may not be great that it was done over video, but to be honest, it's better than if it was in person. Could you imagine if you were sitting there in front of somebody and they asked you a question, you have no idea and you're just winging it? That's going to be pretty nerve-wracking and traumatizing. So for your next interview, no matter what the company is, prepare for that, expect that. And if you don't get it, at least you're prepared for it. I mean, I think those questions are stupid, but I also think job interviews are stupid. So that doesn't necessarily mean anything. Most companies, that's how they're going to hire. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I got you. So sometimes I don't understand why I'm still on the couch, even though I hate being on the couch, and I feel I should go and move a bit, but my body does the opposite. Because it's comfortable, dude. It's comfortable. Because the hate isn't big enough. You know, you're still comfortable. It's good. You're good. It's not great. It's not where you want to be, but you're good. You know? This is the problem. If you really, really, really deeply, truly hated it, you would change. But you're not, because it's good. Good is the enemy of great. It's really hard to push through the good to go for the great. Myself included. Because sitting on the couch is comfortable and it's warm. There's no expectations on you. There's no risk of failure, right? It's great. You don't have to make videos answering questions you don't know the answer to when you're sitting on the couch, right? But then you also never get great if you're sitting on the couch. Bosh, yeah, probably, which is why my insurance will only cover the one procedure, but I'm grateful for that. Well, it's one procedure per year, right? So you can space it out. Or again, just sell so many anxiety courses that it doesn't even matter. Let's go. Yeah, right. If I'm 100% honest with them, I'll just tell them I need money, guys. Well, that's where you need to start to switch. Like you have to find a reason why you want to go there. Why a game testing company? Because here's what's going to happen. They are going to know that you didn't know the answer to the question, right? No matter how good you were, they know it's a fake answer, whatever you gave. I want the opportunity to learn and get better, and it looks like a fun workplace, and I love, whatever. It's like it's all BS. They know that you give a BS answer. The good news is everybody gives a BS answer. Even if you prepared, most people give a BS answer because it's a BS question. So if you actually did some research and then actually just thought about it, it's like, well, why do I want to work at this company? And you can say, well, I need money, and then the second thing is actually something legit. You have a much higher chance that they're going to hire you because you actually gave them a real answer where everybody else is giving them garbage. So it's worth thinking about. All the questions that you got to ask, if you can remember them, write them down, and for your next job interview with whatever company, have a real answer. And you need to find a reason why you want to work there beyond just the money. I don't think there's anything wrong with saying money. It's like, hey, I want to be able to move out of my house and support myself. And so, obviously need to make money to do it. But I also loved your company because of XYZ. Right? And that has to be an honest answer. And you can be the only one who's actually thought it through. Not just looking for the politically correct garbage answer. What are your weaknesses? Oh, I'm a perfectionist. Come on. What a stupid question. What else we got? Evan, I said, you know what I'm talking about as an add up to something else. Okay. What? I think I missed something here. Let me know. If I missed it, then you might have to be more specific. Adnil in the house. Hey, Adnil. What's up, man? Happy Monday. We're back. We are back. We're back. We're back to Minecraft. We're back to answering questions. Hope you had a great start to your week. Any big plans for you this week? I hope so. So, Bonnie, did you get back to filming videos? How's the course coming along? Oh, by the way, I had to record videos in English, and I haven't been practicing verbal for a while, and felt a bit out of track. Well, listen. At least you've been practicing with us a little bit. Written. It's not verbal, but you still get practice. You said though Ukraine. Oh, did I? I said though Ukraine, Drew. Drew didn't catch it either. All right. Sorry, Oleg. I got so excited that he was from Ukraine. So here's what happened. I saw it on YouTube this morning. I saw it on my trending tab this morning. And I think this is what he was talking about. I think this is what Oleg was talking about. And then when you watch the video, he's in his yellow shorts. And it says, from Ukraine. Like, what? This is totally the guy Oleg was talking about. So I got so excited about it. But anyway, we're still working on it. Ukraine, not the Ukraine. Anyway, so was it a big deal that Ukraine beat America? Is that a big rivalry? Do people care? Like in Ukraine, are people like, yeah, we beat America? And I guess Drew doesn't pay attention. Like, do people care? Do people care that America lost to Ukraine?
I have no idea.
Yeah. Can you tell us more about Built to Serve? I'm thinking of buying it. Well, the idea is that you are built to serve. Humans are built to serve. Everybody wants to help some way, but you don't know how. You know how good it feels to help somebody else out. And the whole concept of the book is to figure out how you can serve others and make money doing it, so that it's not just something you're doing part-time or on the evenings or weekends or as a hobby, but it's something that is making a meaningful difference and also getting you paid. So it goes through the process of who, why, how. Who was to figure out your single most important core value. Why is to figure out your... Oh, hold on, I'm on fire. Why is to figure out your purpose. And your purpose comes from your pain. And then the how is however you got out of the hole. Oh my God, I'm on fire again. However you got out of the hole you were in is teachable, that you can help others through it too. And then the last section is dedicated to how to then turn that into something that can make you money, so you're not just doing this on the side. And hey, you can ask Pasha more about it too. She's read it. Joshua is British. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, that's my bad. Sorry to Joshua and any British fans. I am a quarter British. Wait, how much British am I? I guess it depends. Like, is British? Do you consider is British England, or are we including Scotland and Ireland in here? But I'm half Italian, and then I guess a quarter British and a quarter Canadian. So, for all my British blood, I apologize that I did not know that he was British. Is that still a big deal then? Do we care about, does Ukraine care about beating Britain? I guess it's not as big a deal, right, as America? People outside America want to beat America, right? Except Canada. We don't care. Like, we don't have this. We don't. Well, first off, nobody cares about beating Canada at almost anything, right? Maybe hockey. But nobody's like, oh my gosh, we beat the Canadians. Like, we're not really anybody's enemy, I don't think, in most sports or industry. But America, people love making America the enemy, but not in Canada. There's no like, oh my gosh, Canada beat America in anything. It's like a big deal. Maybe Canadians are just. I don't think we have any enemies really. Like maybe we're just too nice.
You're very agreeable.
Oh no, I am okay. I was taking damage there. Yeah, and there's negatives to that too. There's cons to that.
Oh yeah.
There's definitely cons to that. But okay, what do we got? Of course we do, just as much as British friends care about it. Okay, so you care about beating Britain? Okay. Yeah, I mean Britain is probably. After America, Britain's probably the number one, country that people would love to hate.
Why Britain?
No, from all their history. Like freeing from the colonial days. No, I don't know.
I mean, that's an interesting question.
Outside of America, like Americans don't hate Britain. I mean, as far as I know. Canadians don't. Well, okay, sure, but like, if you beat Britain at something, is that a big deal? Probably not.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how.
But from a global perspective,
in the grand scheme of things.
Well,
yeah.
okay, well, Ukraine, who is the number one enemy? If it's America, who's number two? If you don't like America, then you probably don't like Britain. No?
If you don't like America, you probably don't like Britain.
Like Britain is the little cousin? Okay, for sure there's people who don't like America, but they're fine with Canada, right? So we don't get lumped into that category.
Okay.
But Britain? I don't know. What do you think? What do you guys think? You tell me. I spent 4.5 hours making content. Wow, for the course, for social today. That's awesome, Posh. Congrats. Tomorrow, doing a sales video with Zan, and then what? You're doing a sales video with Zan? What does that mean?
Interesting.
Like Zan's in your sales video? And then as soon as I have it uploaded, the sale will be live. All right. Well, that's cool. That's super exciting. Jay said, "Stay away from the lava hot tubs." Yeah.
Lava
I've
hot tubs, they're not your friend.
I've been. I almost died yesterday in one of those lava hot tubs. I ended up. I didn't even know. I couldn't even see anything. I was so buried in lava. I ended up finding a way to swim out, and then I had half a heart left and ate. So that was fortunate.
I don't know how I'm gonna remedy this. I need to literally move. I need to shift an entire uphill thing.
Nice.
One block.
Yes, those are the best, Drew. Those are the best. You got this, Drew.
I think. Let's see.
Okay, what am I missing? My oldest is half French Canadian. Oh, nice. There you go. There you go. So does he have a Canadian passport then? Does he? Then he could sponsor you. You could be Canadian, Posh. Let's go.
What do you be sponsored? Huh?
Yeah. Oh no. Why did I? Yeah. If your kids are Canadian, then you can sponsor your. Posh said her kid is half Canadian. So her son's father was Canadian.
Okay.
I mean, Posh, you tell me if I'm wrong. It's how I'm interpreting it. So if he's Canadian, well, if his dad is Canadian, then he could be Canadian. And then if he could be Canadian, Posh can apply to be Canadian if you want. And then come up here and get your surgery done. What? Although dentist isn't covered, but if it's at a hospital, then it would be. I don't know if it actually qualifies as like dental stuff doesn't qualify, but if you have to go to the hospital and get stuff done, then it might. I don't know. You would know better. But we should make Posh an honorary Canadian. Posh is nice enough. Posh should be accepted as a Canadian. Posh, we invite you in. I speak for Canada, and invite you in to be a member. How do you find your purpose? I do know I like to serve, and I always want to be a businessman. Okay, then build to serve. I mean, the short answer is your purpose comes from your pain. Whatever you struggled the most with is what you want to help other people through. But if that's what you're trying to figure out, then yeah, build to serve is going to give you the good option. You should read it. It'll help. Holy cow, what's with all the lava? This is lava city here. Okay, I think we busted through the lava. Okay, let's keep going now. More lava. Some crazy lava.
I don't like the way that like the turns work with minecarts.
That they can't be a redstone one?
Well, no. Just like the mechanic of how the turns, like when you're either going uphill or downhill. Sometimes there are a couple of instances where it just like doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm just glad you're actually finally working on roller coasters. This is great. I'm excited. We're gonna have to unveil it on the stream when it's ready to do a field test. What do you think about hustle culture? Hey, first off, welcome, Akshobia. Welcome back. I think hustle culture. I think it depends on what you value. You know, there's definitely been moments in my life where hustle was the most important thing, and other moments where it hasn't. And sometimes those moments last years. You know, I think about in building my first business, I was all about the hustle culture, and I liked it. I didn't want to be anywhere else. I didn't want to do something else. It was great. It was super fulfilling for me. That's exactly where I wanted to be. And then other moments where it wasn't the top priority. So it's more of a self-awareness question. Like, are you doing what feels in balance for you right now? And some days it might feel like you want to hustle more and it fills you up. And other times it feel like, no, you need to step back and take a break. I don't think you can just write it off to say, okay, well, this is inherently bad. Well, you're not living my life. It's bad for who? If I like it, then why is it bad? Right? I'm not hurting anybody else. I'm living my life. So it's much more about what does balance look like for you, and then start living it. It's not about beating someone. It's about witnessing an achievement of our athletes get. Nobody thinks, oh, we must beat America. Really? Okay. I mean, I know that exists in some parts of the world for sure. I don't know enough about Ukraine, but I'm saying Ukraine. I think ever since you called me out on that, Oleg, I've said Ukraine each time. So we're doing it. I'll try. We're doing our best. We'll keep doing it.
Okay, so now.
Whoa! Holy lava flow, Batman.
I have no idea where I ended this thing, so this could end up.
Whoa! It's just look at this, guys. It's just lava everywhere. This is crazy town.
I mean, are you like under a?
I must be under something. But not just under, like next to me, around me, it's a big lava pocket. I'm at Y14, so I'm under the lake level, but, or maybe the island just ends there. That could be it too.
Okay, new section added. Let's see how this works. Uh-oh.
Thank you. I have 14 content pieces so far, all right, including some videos. And yes, Zane and I are trying something different, an interview style sales video sort of, being creative. All right. So Zane's going to interview you about the course? Is that the plan? No, his bio father is part. Oh, his bio father is part of the reason my teeth are screwed. Ah. He's the one I fought with. He's American, but Canadian? I don't know. Okay. We haven't spoken to him in 20 years, but my hubby chased him out. Well, listen, if you can prove that he's Canadian, then you can still get the dual citizenship, and then you can get sponsored. This is all really about getting posh to Canada. We're slowly going to recruit all of the best Americans and bring them north of the border. We're still working on Drew. He's only been to Vancouver. Unbelievable, this guy.
I'm fairly confident that my wife would not necessarily be opposed to that.
Come to Canada? Really? Well, she can work from anywhere.
Well, like I think like we both appreciate the Northwest U.S. area, and Canada pretty much like embodies that from a scenery standpoint.
So you're a nature guy.
I'm not.
Not a nature
I
guy?
don't know if I would call myself a nature guy. I mean, I like nature, but I mean.
Sounds like you're a nature guy.
I mean, I was a barefoot kid.
Yeah. Well, that's nothing wrong with being a nature guy. There's tons of nature. Toronto isn't the best for nature. We have a lot of stuff around us, but it's not like the giant mountains or anything like that.
Yeah.
And it's a big city. Toronto's bigger than Cincinnati. Although everything's bigger than Cincinnati. Holy cow, 300,000 people? I was shocked at how small Cincinnati was.
Well, if you include the greater Cincinnati area,
yeah,
which isn't so Cincinnati as a city is I believe it only looks at like not even the middle of the 275 loop, where in reality, like if you include the entire greater Cincinnati area, which is like...
Were you born in Cincinnati?
Yeah.
Okay, so growing up, for whatever reason, I like the Cincinnati Reds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and just the history of the Big Red Machine and Pete Rose and then even later like into Eric Davis and I mean I don't know if you know all those guys, but well, you have to know Pete Rose for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
So I don't know why I mean it made no sense. I had no ties to Cincinnati, but I like the Cincinnati Reds baseball team. Mm-hmm. And then on the way, we used to drive to Florida every year. My grandparents, both sets would be snowbirds. So you go to Florida for the winter and go back to Canada in the other three seasons. So on our way down, we would always drive through Cincinnati. I guess it's on the path between Toronto and Florida. And so every time, and I love Cincinnati, but we never stopped. It's just on the way through. We went past the highway, and then my dad would say on the ride, "There's Cincinnati," and it maybe because I was a kid and everything feels big, but it just felt big, like Cincinnati Reds and the Big Red Machine, and we're driving by and looking at all those big buildings. It just felt like such a big city for whatever reason. And now as an adult, you're like, oh, there's 300,000 people. We're like Toronto's more than 10 times as big.
Sorry to disappoint.
Cincinnati, Ken Griffey Jr. Yeah. Good time, Cincinnati.
Okay.
Oh, what am I? Neville in the house. Hey, Neville, welcome aboard. He hurt my son as a baby. Ah, okay, I see. But I'd love to come to Canada. Well, listen, if you can prove that he's Canadian, you can make that happen. I think you can make that happen. Ukraine isn't Afghanistan. Okay. It's not highly anti-U.S. Plus, due to recent events, Ukraine is rather pro-U.S. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, and like I don't really know much of the politics. Just in general. But that's good. Okay, Neville. Oh, sorry. Wait, hold on. Yes, Dan will be interviewing. Okay, cool. That's an interesting take. I like it. Let's see how it goes. I would probably have two versions of it though, Posh, right? Like you can have the interview as one and then just a regular one as the other and just see and split test them to see which one performs better. Neville. Okay, Neville, here we go. Hi, Evan. I want to start a YouTube channel for documentary style informative videos, but I also want to create something original. Can you suggest how I can create valuable content? Okay, so this is it. It's thinking about your take on documentary style. Because documentary style isn't just one version. It's what's Neville's documentary style. What do you find interesting in somebody's story that other people don't see? What do you think is missing from documentaries that are currently online right now? Who would you want to make a documentary of to start with? Let's say you want to do one on Elon Musk. Okay, great. What are the Elon Musk documentaries currently out there, and what are they missing? What special sauce do you want to bring? Or do you want to do documentaries on people that we don't know yet? So you're never doing Elon Musk because he's way too big, but you want to tell the story of some brand new person that the world doesn't know yet, right? Like, what is missing from documentaries? There's so many different styles of documentaries, but what's missing right now from the world? What do you wish existed? And then go make that. That's how you always win. That's for every entrepreneur. Like, people say it's so competitive and there's so many people doing it, and it's true. There are lots of people making documentaries, but there's a lot of bad documentaries, So what's missing? There's a few that you like, which are great, and those could be a source of inspiration. But for the most part, you don't enjoy most of them. Not really. They're just okay. So how can you make them great, right? Whatever you feel is missing, that's what you have to go off and start to create. How important is it to be on YouTube for a businessman? So I always say your actions have to map to your ambitions. So what that means is, what are your goals? What are your goals? What do you want to accomplish? Not every business person needs to be on YouTube because it may not align with the goals that you have for yourself. It may. I think YouTube is a great home for a lot of people. I think if you care at all about getting your message out there, then YouTube should be one of the primary places you consider. But is it the exact fit for everybody? No, I wouldn't say that. So, like, what do you want to accomplish? And then does YouTube help you accomplish your goal or not? And if it does, then great, you do it. And if not, then you find something else. Oh my God, there's just too much lava here. Okay, we are done going this way. We're going to go on the other side. Make sense? Your actions map to your ambitions. What do you want? What do you want to create? What do you want to make? And then are your actions helping you get there or not? Oh, I already started making some turns. Okay, because that was too much lava. So, and I started going down this way. Okay, so we got to go all the way back here. Okay, so this time we're going to go this way. We're going to go this way. Perfect. Let's put some torches down so we remember which way we were going. It's usually a good idea.
Generally speaking.
What's that?
Generally speaking.
Generally, yeah. They kind of not get lost. Getting lost in a nether underground is not a fun thing. Not recommended. I don't recommend. I mean, if it gets you going, great.
Oh, I figured out what the lodestone does.
Okay.
So the lodestone acts as a waypoint.
What does that mean?
Basically, if you're in the nether, so you know how the compass doesn't work in the nether.
Okay.
So a lodestone, what you can do is when you place it, if you bring a compass and you use the compass on the lodestone, that then becomes where the compass points.
Oh, okay. That's okay. It doesn't feel like a big deal. Does that feel like a big deal to you?
Oh no, not really. It was
okay.
It was more of a that's what that is.
There you go. Now we know. Okay, Posh. I'm going to be honest. I don't know much about what. Okay, I'm going to be honest. I don't know how much of what that so-called man told me was true, but I could probably find out somehow. I think his parents were from Canada, but he was born in the U.S. Yeah, that might be harder. I don't know enough, to be honest. But hey, it might be worth it. Might be worth doing a little bit of digging.
I mean, help me understand the benefit of being a Canadian citizen besides like free passage to Canada.
Yeah, that's pretty epic. You could live here.
But I mean, you can do that. You can do that with a U.S. passport, yeah.
Sure, but you get access to healthcare and schools.
Okay, yeah. I guess there's that.
You get a Canadian passport, which if you're going to travel, Oh my gosh, you want a Canadian passport?
Yeah, probably.
Canadian passport is the best passport in the world to travel with. What would you rather have?
I don't know. What's his name? Shtick is like go where you're treated best. I'm trying to remember his name.
Okay.
It's we did a competitive analysis on Garrett's stuff at one point, and his channel came up.
Okay.
He would know the actual answer to this question on which passport, because he has like 6 passports.
I think from all the ones that I could think of, Canadian is the best. I mean,
Canada is probably up there given like
on average, right? Like
yeah.
if you're gonna go, if you're in Ukraine and you have a passport from Poland, it's probably better to have that, right? Like super regional. Yep. I'm just making stuff up, but in general, global, what passport would you rather have? I think it's got to be Canada. But it's still better than U.S. if you're traveling international, Bonnie. So having that is fantastic. I don't know if travel is part of what you want to do. But healthcare, dental issues that she's faced, surgery, school. There's lots of pros. Like gaining a lot of weight has dealt a lot of damage to my self-worth and confidence, to the point where I'm isolating myself from the world and don't really feel like meeting girls, for example. Okay. As someone who's raised in Ukraine, I still don't. Oh. Okay. I don't know how that is. Was there a question with that one? I think it's the next question. As someone who's raised in Ukraine, I don't like how the West portrays Ukraine as it stills 1970 Soviet Union. I think we just don't know enough about Ukraine. I mean, what did you learn about Ukraine growing up, Drew?
Granted, like from a historical standpoint, obviously that's like the biggest context that the U.S. has from Ukraine's, like from a general point of view. So it's kind of one of those like it's hard to like there's nothing. The context from a school perspective is skewed toward what historically happened. So
or media or yeah. I mean, I learned nothing about Ukraine growing up.
Yeah.
Not that I could remember, at least. Like, it's just not. I mean, but we barely learned anything about Russia or Soviet Union either. A little bit in history class, but it's just not. It's like Canada knows a lot about the U.S. and U.S. knows nothing about Canada.
Yeah, that is probably an accurate.
Yeah, so it's like we just don't know enough. We never learn this stuff. The most I know about Ukraine is from my main video editor. She's from Ukraine, but she left to go to Montenegro. So, yeah, I think there's still a fear of, or still the stigma of communism and Russia, et cetera, and Ukraine, I guess, being lumped into that. But I think it's just people don't know. I don't think there's this giant campaign against Ukraine or anything. I think most people just don't. I don't think most people could. I could barely put it on a map. Like, where would you put it on a map? No idea. It's like you think somewhere close to Russia. Could you put Ukraine on the map, Drew? Here's an empty map. Where's Ukraine? Like, you could get close, but the different. Could you?
Yeah, I could definitely get close. Do I know if I would hit it 100%? Like, oh, I didn't. Wow.
Right, but if you had to put France on a map, or Spain, or Portugal, or England, or any, like, you could do all of those. Yeah. We just don't learn. It's just not part of our culture enough to learn it. That's all. So I don't think there's a big campaign against it. It's just ignorance, I guess. Posh, I'm honestly a little nervous to do a regular sales video. Like the structure versus emotion, not forgetting anything. Well, listen, that's how you can lead in. It's like, hey, this is a course on anxiety. Making videos like this cause me anxiety. Here's how I deal with it, because I'm worried about it being perfect and forgetting things, and whatever is actually going through your mind, you use the sales video to actually show and demonstrate to people how you can actually step through your anxiety to go and accomplish the things that you want to accomplish. Right? So it's not only taking the easy way out. Right? Just lean into it. Singaporean passport is very strong. Is it? Maybe in Asia. I don't think it's Singaporean passport does much here.
Well, but isn't this is where things get a little wonky with like who has peace treaties with the UK?
Okay.
So like India is a province of the UK.
Are you sure about that? I don't know about that, Drew. We're very much out of our depth, guys. So if you want to fact check us, go for it.
Okay.
I call fact check on India as a province of the UK.
India UK relationship.
Any Indians in the house here watching live? Give us some context.
India has a high commission in London to... Where is it? There are like a bunch of different countries that you wouldn't like Hong Kong has is also a sister country of the UK.
Well, it depends what you mean by sister company. You know, like Canada still has the Queen on our coins and bills and stuff. So sister country is very loosely defined, but province starts to mean something.
I'm trying to think of like how it's actually referred, because it's almost like a colony type scenario.
You're pretty sure they are not a colony of the UK. I'm pretty sure they're gonna get a. If you called Canada a colony of the UK, you're gonna. We don't get upset at many things, but you're gonna start to ruffle some feathers. Like a present day colony. We very clearly we didn't revolt, but we did leave.
Okay, let me get to some place where I'm not a creeper on me.
But if I'm half Canadian or half whatever, would that even apply to me, or just him? Okay, he's 21 already. Ooh, that's harder. Again, Posh, I don't know all the rules, but he could still. I think he'd have to be sponsored, or you have to. It just takes longer. I think if you're under, it's a lot easier. And if he gets it, then he can sponsor you. That'll take some time. It's still doable, but it's a little more difficult if he's 21, I think. It just takes more time. But still worth it. Whoa! Did I get that? No, it's still there. Oh, I'm really glad ancient debris doesn't melt in lava.
Yep.
Let's see. There's a website called Passports Index. You can compare Canadian and U.S. passport. Oh, we don't need to compare Canadian and U.S. Canadian is better. It's not. There's no country besides the U.S. that would prefer a U.S. passport. I can't think of a single country that would rather have a U.S. passport than Canadian, except America. But Singapore versus, I don't know. I'm sure regionally there's other benefits. But look it up. Where does Canada rank for global passports? Evan, Drew, you guys need to visit Nepal. Trekking is October. I'd like to visit Nepal. We need to find a reason to go to Nepal.
You need to have a Believe Team Summit in Nepal.
Believe Team Summit at the summit. We'll climb the summit and have a summit there. That's epic. Summit at the summit. All right, I like this idea, Ashish. I like this idea. We're doing it. Singapore passport is one of the strongest in the world. In fact, second to Japan. Japan is the strongest passport? Really?
I mean, I could totally see that.
I could, especially in Asia, I could see that. In Europe, is it better to have a?
I mean, I cannot tell you the number of advertisements in the Tokyo rail cars for trips to Germany.
Okay. But what does that have to
many
do with having a
occupied.
Japanese passport?
I mean, it's clearly a place where Japanese people frequent. And obviously, like, their food culture comes directly from France.
What? Japanese food culture comes directly from France?
Yeah, like the
Oh,
whole,
wow.
like,
I'm not involved
Yeah,
in this
oh.
conversation. I don't want to offend the Japanese. What?
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Is this? Are we in? Is this back in the
There's
India?
a reason when you walk into a Japanese bakery, it smells like you walk into a French bakery.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe a bakery, but Japan has a very strong independent culture
Oh yeah,
outside of
yeah,
France.
yeah. But I mean, like a lot of their cuisine is like very French influenced.
The sushi and ramen.
I mean,
and,
not to say that they don't have their own native stuff, but
very strong. What happened to the whole India as a province of? Did we figure that out?
I'm still looking.
He's still looking it up. Oh, it's 8 o'clock. Okay, hold on. We gotta go. What else we got? Great idea. Thank you. All right. Good luck, Posh. It has 8 out of the 10 tallest mountains in the world. Nepal. All right. Yeah. We gotta start working on our endurance. We gotta start training. Now I understand you. I didn't understand the sponsorship. Yeah. They're very disciplined. Okay. Well, cool, guys. Thank you for the love. Back on tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern. Bring your questions. Get here early. Thank you. Continue to believe. And we'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Much love.